Parties to the December 7th agreement limiting oil production had to take seriously messages coming from the United States, but not tweets from the White House. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, led more than ever by Saudi Arabia, and its partners in production restraint, led by Russia, agreed to cap production in the first 6 months of 2019 at 1,200,000 barrels a day below October output. Of that, 800,000 barrels a day is to come from participating OPEC members and the rest from non-member collaborators. Most important is that the fractious assembly recognized surplus and acted in defiance of harangues from U.S. President Donald Trump. Participating countries cannot afford another price crash. Saudi Arabia and other Persian Gulf exporters have spent themselves beyond the ability to buy security and tranquility with oil money. And Russia's economy remains sluggish and too dependent on oil. For the petrostates of old, the world has changed. An end to oil demand growth is in murky view. Competitive supply billows, much of it in North American shale plays promptly responsive to crude price changes, and external dependencies are not what they used to be. In the week ending November 30th, the United States became a net oil exporter for the first time since the 1940s. Exports topped imports by only 211,000 barrels a day, says the Energy Information Administration, so the status might not last. As recently as late 2005, however, the U.S. was importing a net 13 million barrels a day of crude oil and products, and questions are subsiding about how long production can increase. For 2 Delaware Basin formations in Texas and New Mexico, the U.S. Geological Survey on November 28th reported what it called the largest continuous oil and gas assessments ever released. Estimated mean technically recoverable undiscovered resources of the Wolfcamp Shale and overlying Bone Spring Formation, USG said, are 46.3 billion barrels of oil, 281 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, and 20 billion barrels of natural gas liquids. Under current and prospective conditions, braying against oil supply restraint looks misguided. In an oversupplied market, somebody cuts. I'm Bob Tippie, editor of Oil and Gas Journal, and that's the editor's perspective, which appeared first in text at www.ogj.com on December 7th, 2018. To comment, join the commentary channel at www.ogj.com/oilandgascommunity.